Hi, my name is Benjamin Jetty. Today I'm going to be taking a look at artificial intelligence and how it has become one of the most important computing innovations of our time. Throughout this semester, I have conducted extensive research on artificial intelligence, and in doing so, have gained a perspective on just how important it is to our society today. The goal of this presentation is to show you how AI has influenced the world of computing and how it has continued to grow in the world of computer science and beyond. I'm going to be looking at multiple factors of computing innovations, including artificial intelligence, and looking at its purpose, its effects and impacts, its technical aspects, and its relationship to data. I created this website using the platform cPanel. Within it, I was able to edit and create different HTML and CSS programming in order to piece my research together and display it here. I also use Pixlr Editor and its various tools to create my background, my banner, my GIF, and my logo, which you will see throughout this presentation. So jumping right into my website, artificial intelligence is defined as the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. I was very happy to do this presentation and project and research on artificial intelligence, as I've always been very interested in the topic, and mainly the interaction between humans and machines. In my opinion, artificial intelligence will undoubtedly be a key factor in the evolution of computer science because I do believe that it transcends all fields and will continue to do so. So, what is the purpose of artificial intelligence? When you think of AI, you might think of Amazon's Alexa or iPhone Siri. These devices are able to take user input and speech recognition and in turn create an output based off of internet searches that can provide quick data snapshots and quick forms of information depending on what you ask it. However, there's much more to AI than that. In 2012, IBM launched Watson, their take on an advanced form of artificial intelligence. This device is capable of asking and answering questions posed in natural language. However, one of its most important attributes is its ability to always be thinking, and because of this, the system constantly intakes data from its environment. The computer was actually initially developed to answer questions on the quiz show Jeopardy! And in 2011, the computer competed on the show, winning the first place prize of $1 million. And in 2013, IBM announced that Watson software system's first commercial application would be in New York City, in conjunction with the health insurance company to treat lung cancer. IBM Watson's former business chief now says that 90% of nurses in the field who use Watson now follow its guidance. It's crazy to think of AI as something that can actually be useful in the workplace. Unlike traditional computing devices, however, that respond to user input, the goal of AI is to allow the user to be able to respond to the computer. In this way, AI has allowed for computers to create simulations, respond to speech, generate problem solving methods, and think on their own. The overall goal of this incredible innovation is to further excel human development with the aid of incredibly smart computers. So, in looking at the effects and impacts of this innovation, we can really look anywhere. AI has made its way into all fields, including business, education, and the military, and even into your pocket. One harmful effect it may have in the future is based off of our reliance on these machines. In this day and age, a strong computer is an incredible asset, and in the wrong hands, it can even inflict devastating damage. In explaining the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and/or culture, I decided to take a look at the military and looking how it has impacted the military, especially in the defense sector, in the armed defense. Access to artificial intelligence and the power it holds means the ability to be able to intercept messages, confuse the enemy, and create power outages, or even cripple a stock market. These advantages prove incredibly useful to national defense and can be even viewed as weapons. So, in looking at the technical aspects of this computing innovation, I described how the user interacts with the innovation. In this video that CNBC created, they actually were able to make a robot that they called Sophia, and in doing so, they embedded an artificial intelligence chip within this design and made this computer and robot technically be able to talk and act just like a human being. And it's incredible. If you watch the video, you can see that she is able to interact and actually form sentences based off of what the interviewers are saying. Um, but AI's programming and user interaction can range from just responsive language like this to incredible forms of data analysis to predict projects and predict situations. In describing in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas, I took a look at algorithms. A lot of artificial intelligence use these algorithms to identify keywords such as this robot here and identify that speech and quickly generate appropriate answers as a result. And these algorithms can be so advanced that they can quickly recognize all aspects of the speech. They can look it up in the internet and basically produce an output that's correct and responsive. So, in looking at the relationship to data, in describing how the innovation consumes data as input and produces it as output, this is one of the major things that artificial intelligence depends on. All artificial intelligence devices depend on their ability to take user input, specifically in most cases, human speech, quickly manipulate it, interpret it, and quickly output um, data that is correspondent to the question and data that's accurate. One of the most key examples of this, again, is Apple's iOS Siri and Amazon's Alexa. And in this video, I showed how these are practically used in our everyday lives.
Hey Alexa, what's the weather like in Narragansett, Rhode Island tomorrow morning?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Narragansett, Rhode Island. Look for intermittent clouds, with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 60 degrees.
Hey Siri, what's the score of the New York Giants game?
The Saints are ahead of the Giants, 26-18, with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
All right, so interviewing Claire Wanamaker here, and just have one question to ask you. How do you think artificial intelligence impacts our lives?
So artificial intelligence is really important in terms of the military. It helps us keep tabs on what other countries are doing, and it helps us avoid attacks and all that. And it makes our everyday lives easier, and it also helps us just progress in all fields, whether it be medical, scientific, educational.
So in describing at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern, again, I related back to the military and the fact that artificial intelligence today is actually viewed as a weapon, and having a strong, smart computer is extremely resourceful, and in the wrong hands, which it very well may end up one day, and often does, can be extremely dangerous. Uh, and in terms of making important decisions that put lives at stake, AI must be incredibly accurate. So lastly, looking at my references here, one website that I reference a lot in this presentation and that I used a lot is IBM.com. And in doing so, I looked at their Watson artificial intelligence device, and they have a great website that basically details how it's used in a practical environment, the future work of this system. It provides a lot of small snapshots of how it can learn with less data, it protects your insights, and reimagines your workflows. A lot of my presentation is revolved around this artificial intelligence, as I think that it's one of the leading forms of AI in forms of practicality in the business world. So going back through my presentation, one last thing that I want to highlight um, is my ability to collect data from Google Forms. And in doing so, I was able to create this graph. So I asked individuals, both male and female, what they thought the impact AI had on society. And as you can see, an overwhelming amount rated either 4 or 5 on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being a high impact. And I think that just goes to show how AI has basically made its way into our society today, and into smaller products even, such as an iPhone or an Amazon Alexa. So going back, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. I hope you enjoyed this website. And lastly, I hope you learned a little bit about artificial intelligence. Thank you. I hope hope you enjoyed my presentation on artificial intelligence. If you want to visit the website, you can do so using the link below. Thank you.